Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a live edition of the podcast with me, Akita Swiftly, and my co-host. Thank you for being here, sir. Or break your gardens. Right. So, you're going to have a one-sided stream today because I have no idea how to do this. So, welcome to Boomers with Inept Technology Abilities. So, that's good. I like to hear this. I like to hear that you can't see me. Or, do you mean a Discord or do you mean on YouTube? Yeah, for some strange reason, it won't let me do both YouTube and Discord. So, you won't be able to see me. Probably. Because your screen's like died on my end, but either way. So this is the wonderful Digimon episode that's hopefully going to be more Digimon than last one, because last one was 4 hours of not quite Digimon. Talking about anything but Digimon really was the last episode. So good, sir. Since you're the only one in our group of people that has any of the physical cards, how is it? He didn't do too bad. He didn't like pull anything great, but he plushed. He went even. Which I think universally is claimed to be like the best card stock that we can have in the TCGs. Maybe. I think a lot of people understand now that with companies like Wizards and the Pokemon International Company using, let's say, lesser quality cardboard or paper to make their products, that they are having to look at maybe niching themselves in a market where actually our card products don't instantly warp and bend into 50,000 shapes. Yeah, pretty much right. Nick, can we turn your volume up? Apparently, it's not quite too loud. If you can put your microphone in, yeah, if you can put your microphone inside your mouth, we might be able to hear you. Apparently, I can hear you perfectly fine, but the stream can't. Stream, is that any better? I'm getting a message now to say. Apparently, it's my headphones, but it shouldn't be my headphones. I had a mess around already, so I'll try again, see if I can fix that. I will have to figure it out. I mean, I think Twitch is probably the best place because I think I could stream from my Logitech system into Twitch, but I haven't sorted out Twitch channel yet. Maybe I'll sort that out eventually. Yeah. There you go. Is that better? Stream? As I've changed the system of the headphones. Can you hear Nick at all? Nick, can you yell loudly for us? Nick? There we go. Can you hear the first time? No. Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but they are all redrawings of things. Apparently, there's nothing on your end now, so it wasn't that way around. Right, try that one. Oh, let's see if that works. No. I changed the. Yeah, I changed the music setting because apparently it might have been that, but it wasn't. I changed it to a different setting of audio now. So let's see if that works. Yeah, nothing. Thank you for the support, wife. There's three of us. There's three of us in here. I feel like it's us three. It's perfectly fine. Which is very strange because there's no delay on this stream. So just internet for you. More tea. Yes. Also, thank you, wife, for helping me out here. Very quiet, but I can hear Nick now. Nike. Niece, you're here. Let it go over K. Okay. So we'll have a little talk. We'll try and figure this out. I'll probably find a better platform for streaming. I'll probably Twitch. Oh, I hate Twitch. Because for whatever reason, I can't stream on Twitch because it always just dies on me. To become a Twitch affiliate, I think I need something like 100 followers and like 10 subs. Oh, hey. Excuse me. Anything their beloved wife? Hey, wait till I try to figure out how to do it with like 5 people. That's gonna be really better. Woohoo! Like I'm being deafened by how loud Nick is in my ears. So yeah, I think it's a YouTube streaming thing. But I'll figure it out for the next one. Or we never do a live one again, one or the other. We'll do a live one. I might have to do a live one where we can probably meet in person and probably maybe play some games and have the camera like watching us play while we talk. In about 15 years when everyone's had the vaccine. Ooh. Well, it's like, yeah. There you go. Yeah, all you had to do was nearly die twice and you can get a vaccine. Thank you for your help, wife. I say Catherine's like severely ill, and they sent her a message in like October saying like we'll contact you, but we want you to have the jab. So that's fine. We weren't gonna message you. We're busy people. Excuse me. Come down. Oh, you're busy. Stab. Professional. I'll tell you what you've done right. You got the actual like jab gun as well, rather than the actual needle. Next one. Next one. But you say you're male, but are you actually male? It's like, what? Like, for us, for people who obviously don't have to deal with this issue, the whole idea of being asked if you're actually male is probably kind of strange. But I obviously feel for people who are transgender or transitioning, it's probably quite a relief to be asked what your gender is. Not me, baby. I'm just a chunky ass man. So, Digimon. Excuse me. So you said you're upset you didn't buy 2 of each of those blue and reds. Yeah, so the Gaia Force is currently a recommended playset. Just so the chance of one being on the security stack is at least like 1 in 10%? No, 1 in 12%? No, 1 in 7 something. It's a number. Yeah. We've got to fill this deck out with something. But it's well, the thing is, in Japan, it's like £3.50 to buy a deck. So for £7, you had 2 decks. Over here, you get the one deck, you get a booster pack, and if you pull a good booster pack, it's not so bad. Because you see loads of people who open, it's like, I got like Omnimon in this pack, I got like an Omnimon Alternate in the other pack. Or shinies. That's a good Greymon. Apparently, you've been upset about Gaia Force made the sound quality get better, so that's good. And it's the bad metal Greymon as well. It used to be used in meta, but basically people turn around and say, like, yeah, we don't use that one anymore. The art's really good, but it's a trash card. So the best like common in set 1 is Volcanodramon, which is I think on Digivolving or just on play. Want the board of anything that's 4,000 or less. Bye. Which is a good way to get rid of Rookie Rush. That's not for Rookie Rush, that's for Omnimon. I activate my digital effect. Nope. No activations of effects. Thank you, sir. Armageddonmon. Yeah, level 7s can't activate their own digital effects, which essentially means Omnimon doesn't activate its effect. Yeah. It's like that just shows you like how too powerful Omnimon is. That literally a year and a half into your game, you have to go, this is still a problem. It's 5 sets. Yeah, for us it's not. Here's the thing though, we get our set 5 by September, end of July. So by the time we finish this year, we'll literally be one set behind them. Anything current you can't. No, I think you can still pre-order set 4, which is set 2. If you look at Total Cards, now I'm affiliated with Total Cards, and they're really good people. I've had amazing customer service with them. I've got no issues with them. The only issue I have with them is they have no PayPal credit or no PayPal option. The reason is because apparently, because they're such a new company, PayPal didn't trust them. And now PayPal doesn't work the way it used to work. They can't get affiliated with it. Well, they can't get combined with PayPal anymore. So they're trying to go to a different route. But yeah, they even need to do Klarna or they need to do PayPal, because a lot of people have said now, especially that's like 3 or 4 years, it's like, yeah, I don't mind like pre-ordering a booster or something that's coming out in like 4 months' time, but I don't want to put 100, 200, 300 pounds into a game that I can't play for another 4 months. But what's the likelihood of you them turning around to you after you've already paid for it and go, actually, we can't give you your statue anymore? That's why people like PayPal, because like, okay, I can give you my money through PayPal. I could pay it over. Not on credit. Credit is 16 weeks. Well, that's why people use credit like that, because like, oh yeah, I'll buy a little bit extra to cover credit cost, and then if you find out like on week 14 actually you can't get your stock back, you get your money back, so it's not so bad. Whereas if you pay them the money 4 months earlier and then you don't know until basically day of release. Actually, we couldn't supply you, but we're not going to refund your money for another couple of weeks. So even if you had a chance to go find some products somewhere else, you ain't going to be able to have the money for it. Oh God! So we brought one of each. So we brought the singles and we brought the big box. As me and Catherine basically said, so me and Catherine stood around and said, like, we're not going to open the big box. We're going to save that for like Vincent when he's older, because it's back to the same. It's the exact same thing in the other two boxes, except it's just in one box. So, but the box looks fantastic. Yeah, Understill Leaf has opened one like the other week or this week, but they're not out now till like beginning of March. Yeah, so they meant to come out in October, got pushed back to November, got pushed back to December, got pushed back to January, and then January went, actually not come out till March. And oh. Yeah. Oh, weird. Yeah, it's meant to come out in October. It's got like 6 months delay on it. It's technically a year in Pokemon, so it's depending if you get the big box, it's 4 packs of each set up until the end of Vivid Voltage, or if you get the smaller ones, it's 3 packs of each up until Vivid Voltage. no evolutions. Yeah, so we've got one of each coming, but we're gonna open the small ones because I'll get the promos out then. Woohoo, promos! Yep, you get one of each. So the small ones it's one of each doggo. No, Zamazenta and Zacian. The Shield Hero and Sword Doggo. Yeah, it's okay. I still say Sword and Moon when I mean Sword and Shield. So, and it's been a year, literally a year. But yeah, the only difference is it's like slightly more expensive, except you get both sets of promos and you get one extra pack of each thing. So for all you lucky kids out there hoping to get that Charizard from Darts Ablaze, there's always another chance. VMAX standard color. It's still like an £80 to £90 card. Champions Path. I have that. It's beautiful. Thank God I pulled it. It's worse. Well, in Shining Fates, you get the shiny version of the VMAX Charizard. How much can we milk the community on Pokemon cards? Charizard, the next stage of Charizard, the shiny version of the Charizard, in 3 different sets. That's how we're going to make our money, boys. Yeah, in Champions Path. Oh. Yeah, regular's a promo card, but it's the same as the. So it's really weird. So the regular is in Darts Ablaze, the full art is the promo card, and then the shiny version is in Champions Path as the last secret rare. No, as the first secret. I mean, in what sense? In collectability or as in playable? It's not very playable. Go on, Nick. What is, in your opinion, what is the best Pokemon? Yeah. Best Pokemon that isn't a legendary. Or mythical. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I'd say it's pretty cool. Nice. Right, back to Digimon because we keep doing Pokemon stuff and it's terrible. Everyone has getting clout from Logan Paul doing whatever it is. Oh, whichever Paul brother it is. I can't remember. To me, they're exactly the same person. He's like, I've got the best record for never getting a loss or something. It's like, yes, because you find other YouTubers, fight someone real. Yeah, Catherine just said Evolutions, and you know it, and Logan Paul. Like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, everyone, I love it because I hate clout chasing because that's why like all my channel sucks because that's why I have no views because I don't clout chase. I don't like put like clickbaity thumbnails because I'd rather just have a regular opinion. I know, but I can't do it. It's not who I am. I'm not a bad actor. That's the thing. I got addicted to smoking crack. Well, you would do. It's crack. Oh, okay. I say I feel like one's just unpure or cut with something. So yeah, makes sense. But yeah, now that he's got that, was it 8 or 6 booster boxes that he spent $2 million on, and he might crack open a box. Because he has the money to. It's like I have all this money that I'm not doing anything with. I could do something good with it, but I don't buy Pokemon cards with it. And in all fairness, I agree with the statement of buying Pokemon cards with money. Oh yeah, you're in a bubble. Oh yeah, like you're in. Oh yeah, look, you're in such a weird bubble right now. When I got back into Pokemon, it was the best time to be a buyer because the seller market was awful because no one wanted to be in Pokemon. Oh yeah, right now, like Digimon just can't get stuck with it because I think they were just unprepared. Yu-Gi-Oh! Old stuff, yes. New stuff, no. You can still get hold of new stuff. Any TCG Magic is just weird because Magic is the only company that's reprinting like max stock still. Trying to think what the other ones are. It's still okay, I believe. No, but they. Yeah, they're super. They're the super niche of all the card games, but their art is fantastic. Mm. Oh. Mm. What was the expensive card? Or rather, how much was the expensive card? Is that a tenner? Oh, okay. I like me some Kuja. I always thought Kuja was a girl when I was playing the game as a kid. Yeah, because he wears a dress. You gotta remember, there's no voice acting. They never refer to him as a him or a she, and he wore a dress. So to me, it's like, yeah, it's got to be a girl. Today is a clone of him. Yes, today is a clone of Kuja. It's like, you should be dead by now, brother. It's like, what do you mean, brother? You don't have a tail. That sounds interesting. Mm. Statue. Yeah, sounds about right for those big ones. Yeah, boys can wear dresses. Sexist. It's not sexist. When you're like, what was it? Came out like 2000 and like, no, came out like 99. So I was like 10, 11. You know, transgendering and like gender fluidity wasn't quite a thing back then. Wife, please calm your tits. No, it's in the YouTube chat. It says that Catholic colored boys can wear dresses. Cry emoji. So sexist. The other big card game right now that you may have not heard of is Flesh and Blood. And their base set booster boxes is going for like 4,000 a booster box already. And they've been out for 2 years. Yeah, they've been out for 2 years and they're already that much money. I don't. Well, we are boomers, and I think we both agree that we both like Dragon Ball Z. And I do agree that I like some of the artwork because it's artwork from the show. But I think it's like there's too much imagery on that one card sometimes. I only ever see like the full arts or like the art cards or whatever they class them as in that series, and they always just look like there's too much going on in that picture. It's like it looks cool, I agree, but turn it back a little bit because I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. Or a random color on a background. So, it depends on the alternate arts or secret rare. Some of them are alternate artworks. Some of them are two-toned artworks. So some of them are just like the image, but changed to just be like it's elemental color, and then it's just like a gold border. So it's more sort of a mosaic. And then other ones are just it's battle pose. Yeah, so he's on top of like a mound of Digimon parts. He's got like the big wire sticking in his claws. It's like, Predator! I keep looking at them. It's like, I want to get this. It's like, no, it's too expensive. Well, it's too expensive when I want to buy cards instead. It's like, do I buy a box of cards or do I buy a figure? It's like, I'd rather have the cards. Oh, I haven't seen the Figure Rise Metal Greymon. There's been Metal Garurumon. No, the black one is very nice. Oh, Pussycat. So, well, hey. Well, I think the new Imperial Dramon doesn't come out until next month. The Machine Dramon doesn't come out until September. Pussycat, please stop attacking the camera. Yeah, you can't let the cat out because you'll just get over the gate. Wow. But yeah, I think a lot of the figures look really cool. That Dragon Mode Imperial Dramon looks really cool, just very expensive. No, it's not that expensive, but it's just like it's not more expensive than the other figures because obviously they're like toys. Yeah, it's a it's a bit awkward because it looks quite long. So yeah, it could is that 22 inches from nose to tail, or is that 22 inches from feet to top of its bazooka? 3 foot to 2 foot, yeah. So it's either going to be a big ass piece of plastic that goes across your desk, or it's going to be a very tall boy. I think it might be a cross. It's 22 inches square. So, set 4 coming out in May still. So technically, set 2, and set 3 are already out. They're part of 1 and 1.5. Yeah, in a really weird mismatch way. Yeah. So Japanese 1 to 3 has been put into 1 and 1.5 as a really weird mishmash. May. It was meant to be the beginning of May, but I think it's to be the end of May now. It's back on track, so it's Great Legends. Yeah, as after 1.5, everything goes back to being in the same order. But as far as we're aware, it's going to be called set 4 still, so it's really weird. So, look at my collection. I've got set 1. I've got set 1.5. Set 4. So, what happened to 2 and 3? We've got a set 5. Luckily, when you open the packs, you should say what set it comes from. So you can still do it in set order. Like Pokemon does, like the 2 half sets kind of thing. From what Bandai have said, they want to basically just they want the English version just to be 1 set behind always. So basically, we can see what's coming out in Japan, but we haven't. There's enough time between the 2 sets that we can actually, build hype for the other one. But I don't think they want to mush them together because I think they're concerned that people are going to want to buy like these massive 300 plus card sets where they average like 120 cards. So, it was 190 something, and it's 187 now. So I don't know if they took some cards out and put them into 2, or they're not counting the alternate arts. But that's it. Alternate arts are the same exact number as the regular arts. So it's your choice how you do it. If you look at your cards, it should say at the bottom. I think it should say like BT1 or BT2 or BT3. That one. Mm-hmm. Okay. I suppose it's trying to tell you what's in that set, but the cards themselves haven't been altered, so the cards still have this is from set 1, this is from set 2, this is from set 3. So when you say got a full collection, you can actually go I do have set 1, 2, and 3, but it came out in our weird 1.5 1 point version. Yeah. That's it. If everyone's collected, you can go, I need the such and such card from set 2. And obviously, if you look at the card, it's got set 2 at the bottom. It's like, oh, yeah, I've got this one. £75, please. It is common. Yeah. They're what cards? Was that thought cards? The fan service cards, I think you mean, sir. Did you see my latest video? The fan service episode? So, Best Stepmom. So yeah, Best Stepmom's this weird furry looking thing that's just massive tits for some strange reason, because all cat creatures have to have massive tits. And in the same episode, there was Angie Woman, and she's literally sat back with it as far as she can, just all boob. It's like, don't get me wrong, you got to say your cards, but if we could reduce those so she's not going to break her back every time she walks, it'd be great. Mm. I presume that's probably because there was too many people complaining about it. It's sexist. No. Anime angles are just for animes. And only certain animes. Yeah. Hey, in all fairness, as long as we both watch Boku no Hero. So All Might gets as much bush shots as all the girls in there does. Yeah, every time you see All Might, it's either crotch shot or ass shot, so yeah. Although they've got the same like facial expression though. I mean, it's like the only thing that's the same as him is like he's got the same brow structure, sort of like to his nose. Yeah, all a for one, and one for all. I'm looking forward to season 5 when it finally comes out because we're halfway through season 4 now, and I've really enjoyed this last part of the season. No, because I know what you're going to say because I already saw it like months ago when Tokyo Saurus tweeted it out. Okay, go on. Season 2? Oh, when they go and get their license or before that? Yeah, start season 3 then, that is. Excuse me. Go back to the manga. Yeah. Damn manga readers. So I used to read a lot of Naruto. I used to read Bleach and Fairy Tail when they all came out. They were my 3 mangas. And the only time I ever watched the anime was just because I wanted to see how they adapted the fight scenes. Yes. It's 20 pages, which is like 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how like wordy the pages are. I'll wait 2 years so I can have a 5-minute sit down and get it all done. So like a half an hour's read then. Oh, okay, that hasn't happened yet, so. Endeavor. Hellflame. Well, we already watched the Japanese one, so it's Endeavor anyway. So he's currently still in this, but as far as I'm aware, something terrible happens to him by the end of season 4, so maybe getting arrested at the end of the season.
I just love it. It's so good. But at the minute, again, I watched season 1 of Demon Souls. No, that's the game.
Demon Slayer.
And I read the whole manga in 2 days.
Yeah, because I presume the manga finished way before the. The manga finished and then the anime finished not too long after, didn't it?
No, the manga finished a couple of months ago during the first lockdown, I believe.
Because I remember a lot of people got really upset that ending's terrible.
Yeah, the ending was weird.
If you look at most mangas, a lot of them when they either end like really abruptly because basically the publisher just turned around and said you need to finish this now, or they just get like bored of it and go like, yeah, this is the ending. Best example is Bleach. Like if you look at the last like 4 chapters of Bleach, it just goes like rush, stop. He got sick. He got sick, I think, towards the beginning or the middle of the last arc, and he was like sick for like 6 months. So that's how he couldn't obviously because he couldn't produce anything because he was so ill. But then, like, if you like, most mangakus get like super sickly because they have such a weird like time schedule, and they have like no days off.
Have you seen the anime Log Horizon?
No.
So it came out and was essentially a better version of Sword Art Online.
Okay, which isn't the hard, to be honest.
Same time.
Oh.
Season 2 came out and then like left a cliffhanger. And then the director went to prison for tax evasion fraud.
As you do.
So it's been something like 10 years and season 3 has just come out.
I'd say, what is it? Sword Art Online came out, I think, like 2012. So yeah, it's not far off then. Not far off though. It's like what, 9 years, 8 years.
Yeah. What is it? There's a couple of shows that have been that I've watched season 1 of. I was like, oh, when's season 2 coming out? It's like never.
Yeah. It's things like Soul Eater that got like a really weird anime adaptation for its ending because it was like nowhere near finished. The original Fullmetal Alchemist, even though it's such a good anime, still did get its full finishing until Brotherhood, and then people are like, yeah, the first one's better.
Because the anime, like, they followed the manga.
Up until that point, yeah.
There was no manga to follow.
Same with Soul Eater. I'll tell you this now. It's always the Square Enix mangas. They get really popular because it's Square Enix magazine, and they're like, yeah, we'll throw something, we'll make an animation of it. So you've got like 1 season's worth, and then people are like, yeah, this is really good. We got amazing views. Let's make a second season. And it's like, but I've literally like 1 manga chapter ahead of where you are currently. So yeah, don't worry, we'll butcher it. We'll make our own one. Don't worry about it.
I actually didn't hate it.
No, I thought it was good. I think they did. It's one of the very few adaptations where the anime version was actually generally enjoyable.
I like to watch season, like the original one, up until a certain point, and I jump over to Brotherhood.
Is it like after Thingy's death? I can't remember where it finishes. Like episode was. I feel like it's like second season is where it technically finishes. Like episode 28 is where it starts to change over.
Obviously, everyone's seen the full manga in the original. They didn't bother to do the first couple of manga issues in Brotherhood.
I thought they just like smushed them together.
Yeah, so like the Ishbal, everything that happens in Ishbal is only hinted at. It's never actually.
Which is weird because it's such like good plot development for like the actual like start of season 1. Why is this guy really upset with us? This is why. Like, who's this? The original. I think she's bigger in the original. It's like Bradley though. He's like a badass motherfucker. Yeah, Payne's pretty cool. Hold on. Payne, is he the Carbon Boy? Or is that Envy? Greed. I like Greed. I was going to have Scar's tattoo when I was younger. I was like, it's a really cool tattoo. I really want it. And then looked at it, I was like, that's be super goddamn expensive. What, for a Scar tattoo? The full sleeve? Yeah. That's going to be just a couple of grand. It's to his elbow, isn't it? Yeah, maybe. What have I spent? I spent 300 on my bandana because it's chunky boy arm. Spent 60 on my tattoo on my back. I think it was 50 for my hearts. As far as that's all the tattoos I have. I've got Zelda hearts on my chest when Vincent was born. Does he? So yeah, mine actually over my heart. So another little one's born. I'm going to do a fourth one now. Yeah, my heart. I still need to get my League of Legends tattoo because Catherine got hers like a year ago. Or like a year. So we both like Kindred. So I don't know what you know about League of Legends or how much you've played or. How dare you, sir? I mean, yeah, he is, but how dare you? So Kindred is essentially the god of death in League of Legends. But if you come willingly, you get taken by Lamb, and if you don't want to come, you get taken away by Wolf. So Catherine had Lamb. I'm going to have Wolf because their saying is you don't get one without the other. So yeah. Couple tattoos. So she's had hers for like a year, maybe like a year and a half. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get it sorted when I get a chance. Last year was awful, obviously, because locked down. But I used so much holiday at the beginning of the year because Catherine was ill and then pregnant and then fake COVID alerts. So I basically used all my holiday by like July.
Yeah, but you work
4 on 4 off. But then when Catherine was at work, I'd then be looking after Vincent.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's like, Vincent, just sit over in that corner and don't like touch anything. Want to get his tattoo, please? He's older. 4 years old is a bit too young for a tattoo.
Anyway,
Digimon. Have you seen the new anime? Yes.
I have seen half the first episode because
Get in there.
I waited for the lot to smash, not just the next.
We're on episode 32 or 33 now. So we're halfway through now.
Last I heard, it had been delayed because of COVID.
So episode 1 to 4 came out. Yes, episode 1 to 4 came out. Then the studio was like, yeah, we had to close down because of COVID. Then it started to get up again in September because the anime came out basically when the card game came out. So it's meant to be like, hey guys, remember this thing? Well, here's a reimagining of the first series. Enjoy. Also, cards. Can I interest you in cards? And then we're like episode 32, 33 now. So we've gone through, like, the arcs are just totally different. Like, even though it's the main characters from Adventures 1, the story is very different. I mean, like, the whole, like, story arc is different anyway. Like, they're not on a small little island. Like, they're basically in cyberspace, and then they get transferred to, like, this big open world rather than like small little island. Like, Lost. Digimon Adventures 1 was basically, like, pre-Lost. Just 6 kids on with some Digimon. It's really good, though. The only thing people have had, like, big qualms with is Patamon can't digivolve into Angemon anymore because it basically just wipes him out. So he now digivolves into Pegasusmon. But Pegasusmon, if you remember, is a armor digivolution, which means you have to have the legs. So a lot of people are like, oh, we're not going to get a reimagining of season 2 now then? So I think a lot of people are hoping that we're going to get a reimagining of season 2 and then a reimagining of Tamers.
I don't think they need Tamers.
Why? Tamers is the best one. Tamers is the best because the person who did the voicing in there was also the lead director and translator. And because he could speak Japanese, he actually translated it correctly.
No, I've never watched Tamers.
Of the original 3, of the original 3 series, it's the best one just because of how, like, true it is to the series. I've watched I've been watching for whatever reason lately, like a little 5-minute clips of someone going like this, the sub version, and this is the dub version. And it's like, oh yeah, you tell the difference is just so hammed in for the dub version. I'm coming to save you. Don't you worry, friend. No, don't do that. That's only 2000s. That's why you get to season 3, and it's actual fluid speech. I mean, season 1 wasn't too bad for speech, but season 2 is really dragging the barrel.
They always have to censor, or they did censor, subtitles loads.
I'm pretty sure in this new series they have said bastard a couple of times. What do you mean? Yeah.
Where they go into the whole dragon armor and dragon sword and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That story completely changed.
Yeah, it's isn't Yellow Ranger actually a boy? The Japanese one. One of the girls is a boy. Yeah, one of the girls is a boy in the Japanese one. So when they changed it over to the English one, that's why they never wore a skirt. Oh, not a postman. Excuse me. I'm dying over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, in fact, I've got my phone on. I can watch myself watching myself while watching myself. Was it good post or was it just trash post? Oh, so it's 4 packages for Laura then. When is Laura's birthday? Oh, okay. So you got some time to hide it. How is she? Is she good? Doesn't mean she's good though. Oh, so yeah, I'm liking the new series. It's got, I think, 28 episodes left, and I'm hoping they then reimagine the other series because it's just so good.
Well, when I get time, I will probably have a massive
Have a big binge, yeah.
I'm really bad when it comes to dubbed. I will watch dubbed while doing something else.
Oh yeah, because you can listen to the story.
Whereas dubbed, I need to give myself time to sit down and do nothing but watch stuff.
So I've been watching a lot of the anime community lately, just because I've got back into Digimon, and they say oh yeah, there's nothing better than sitting down and watching a good anime. But to me, anime in the past was essentially I'll put it on the background as background noise. I'll listen to it while I game or do some work or design something or whatever else I want to do. I just want the background noise. Yeah, since I can't speak Japanese or understand Japanese, I have to pay attention to the words on the screen. So we've only been watching Digimon and now My Hero Academia just because the daughter wanted to watch it, and then we could only get to work on Crunchyroll, which is obviously the Japanese version, and she's like, I ain't reading. And she's like, I want to watch it because she's been watching some weird gotcha things on YouTube. So I really want to watch it. It seems really cool. But okay, trying to get to work on Funimation wouldn't load. Trying to get on YouTube, the image is that big in the corner of the screen for a couple of reasons. You're like, all right, watch it on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll only has the dub sub version, and she was there I can't read this. So it's not even hard words, Karen. Not even hard words. There's a bug on PS4 where it doesn't load, or it gets so far in and then starts again, and it gets twice in and then starts again. Oh no, sorry, my bad. I thought she's back ago. But yeah, so So it's a weird glitch on PS4 where it will load and then stop and then start again and then load a bit more and stop and start again.
Similar problem on the PlayStation 5.
I haven't tested it on PS5 yet.
It wouldn't load in or work at all. And I just tried one day and it worked perfectly since.
Okay. So we don't. Well, originally my idea was I was going to put the PS5 in the living room and I'll have the PS4 upstairs or whatever there. But Kevin's like, no, the kids will break it, kids will damage it. All right, okay, I'll keep it upstairs then. And so far, it hasn't been poked. Although the older two will keep going like, oh, can we ever go on it? No. Because the second.
Because my PlayStation 5 is essentially just a desktop power. It's sat on the floor next to my.
It's right here, just off screen. So next to the camera is literally the PS5, and then under the PS5 is literally my tower. And they are about the same size in height.
I've got 19 desks. The power on the floor next to the
I've been looking at getting a new table because this one here is not good enough. Well, it's not really suitable for what I need it for because it's a curved desk and I want a straight desk. Giggity. So curved desk at the front because it's curved and it's curved and it's also slotted. So there's like a scoop at the front. Because of how I want to put all my things on the desk, so they hang onto the desk. So just so people who aren't watching can understand. There you go. So all my things are basically grips, either this or metal grips. But because there's a curved front, I can't put anything here. But when you see me do my pack openings and stuff, my camera's always in front of me while I open it and watch it on the TV. But because that happens, it doesn't always stay on. So during the episode, you might see like there's a weird cut. And that's because the camera's either falling off the front or it's trying to smash the TV in. So I've had this desk for like 7 years.
Maybe 25 quid for a desk.
I have to have a look because we were looking at like Wayfair and Amazon, and you can get like basic desks for like 50 quid. But it's like I don't want my tower on the floor because I know it. Well, it doesn't really matter in this room because it's laminate flooring. But obviously, in a carpeted floor, you don't want to put your tower on the floor because you'll burn a hole in your carpet. Poor thing. But there we go. So, Nicholas, will you be playing some of your cards, or are you going to put them in a binder?
I will. It depends if I can get any more.
You're going to try and get the yellows, or are you just going to try and get the blue and reds?
I will attempt to get a yellow deck.
I'm going to say now. Yellow deck isn't that great. Okay.
I'll try and get a yellow deck, but then I probably
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, the yellow one has like just a lot less value compared to the other two. So you might have. Go on.
You can almost tell that purely from the fact that in meta
it's blue or red Rookie Rush for now. As of next set, it goes red, blue, green. Set 4, it goes green, yellow. And then set 5, it goes back to red, blue, and black and purple. Because, I'd get them on. No! You don't play your things. So, what's your favorite color? Favorite color? Of cards, unless it's both. Unpopular opinion, right? I feel like Omnimon's like the Mewtwo of Digimon. I'd say like Wargreymon would be like everyone's favorite because not everyone knows Omnimon and Omegamon.
Omnimon and Omegamon are the same thing.
They are, but it depends who you talk to because some people don't realize that. It's like if you say Dukemon, they go, "Oh, who's Dukemon?" You go, "Galapmon." They go, "Why do you say Galapmon then?" It's like because Dukemon's his name. Because Dukemon's my favorite, and he's like the Blaziken.
Favorite is Greymon.
Well, they do a Wargreymon in red, they do a Wargreymon in yellow, and they do a Wargreymon in black. I'm going to say possibly in purple, possibly in black. Since I'm actually streaming this on YouTube, I can actually go check different places out because it doesn't like kill the camera, I believe. Which is fun. Which is a stretch because like normally when I do this and I put it up, I'll get like extra like 5 or 6 people. So maybe it will get like 10 views. Ooh. It's just I'll figure out how to make it work. God damn it. Where is the search function? So what do you like Skull Greymon? He's kind of a meanie. Let's see, Skull Greymon. All dead inside. Skull Greymon is in red.
Which set?
First set. In the first set. Yep. Unplayed, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker. I'll say it to you. Where is the thingy function here? I'll put it in general. He says.
Okay, that looks pretty hardcore.
Yeah, his head's there, just at the side. There you go. Yeah, pretty cool. I like him. Oh, I'm just dying there.
So Devimon and
Yeah, Devimon is in purple. It's not all of them yet. So all the 6 colors are in from the base set. White just turns up every now and again. White's the 7th color of Digimon. Yes. Which I believe is the good purple tamer for now. It's the whole set your memory at 3 if you don't have 3 or more memory. Which is good. 3 memory is always good. Which is also really good. Purple's going to get really good at some point, but I don't know when. Security effect, yeah? The security effect, yeah? Yeah. It's a good card. It's no... not too bad. Memory is basically just your cost. I'd say it's probably closer to Hearthstone than many of the other card games. Yeah, they've got the basic like tutorial app, which is like half decks. So it's just half a deck of the original decks that you just brought. It just basically shows like how to run the game. But yeah, until I get some goddamn cards myself, I'm gonna be in trouble. I think I can see you now. I see. You guys at home can't see, but that's my fault. I'll figure out how to do this, goddamn it. So I can't remember what's good in terms of green for like the first set. It isn't until like set 2 that gets good. No, because you'd have to basically come and do this again so I can record that video. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll figure it out so we can try and record this. It will have to be a case I have to do it on Twitch rather than YouTube because YouTube's like only one camera stream. It's very weird for this day and age. Well, I thought I'd been able to like record. Sorry, rephrase that. So I use Logitech camera or whatever it is to record normally. And that will normally just let me record whatever. So obviously, when we normally do our videos, I record Discord, edit it, and then put it up. Or don't edit it, which is what I normally do. So I have no idea why I edited the last one. Probably going crazy. I took like 9 hours of editing. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just record through Logitech from there, and it will just live feed onto YouTube. So I thought, no, that's not how it works. YouTube will have its own. YouTube wants the camera feed basically. Oh, broke that camera. So yeah, YouTube wants the camera feed. It won't let me record off of Discord, even though I can record from Discord onto YouTube, but only if I'm playing a game. So it's a bit weird. So yeah, I have to read up and basically find out what's the best way to stream. It's probably going to be like, yeah, I can use Logitech on Twitch and have to stream from Twitch. Woohoo! So I don't know if I'm going to do a live booster box opening when I get the boosters in, or if I'm going to do something else. I feel like it's probably easier for me to just do a live box opening that is a recorded one. Yeah, because I can use my new arm for my second camera. I can actually go like, hey, look, my face, and you can look at the cards. Huzzah. Besides the Charizard, all my reactions are like, oh yeah. Which I probably won't pull in 3 boxes. Put 4 boxes. Yeah, one's going to the youngest. That's going to be his like 18th birthday present, so he can either open it or sell it. I brought 2 to open, and then the third one's going to be part of my sealed only Digimon challenge. So it's quite a popular thing with YouTubers, where they do sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh, which is essentially they buy a starter deck, and they build upon that starter deck to make a working competitive deck. So what they do is they'll say, for instance, they'll go like, oh, I'm going to buy 3 Shadow decks. That covers my cost for this week. And then next week, I'm going to buy 20, whatever their like set limit is. So like they might say like my set limit for the week is like £20 of whatever. And so they'll go, okay, I want to buy. I did Monarchs. It was terrible. I can't play Monarchs because Monarchs are just super bricky. You have to basically you have to pull a hand that is a perfect hand every single time, otherwise it just instantly bricks, which is awful. But there's meant to be a card coming out in the next set that's really good for the wonderful Lords of Chaos. So hopefully I can maybe grab a couple of packs of that and start to do episode 3. I recorded episode 2, just never edited it. But yeah, I look forward to doing episode 1 of Digimon sealed only because I think that's gonna be fun. And the best thing about that as well is technically you just buy this thing. Well, it's gonna be a bit different. So I'm gonna have all the 3 colors, and then each week every week I'm gonna spend £20 on packs. Obviously, I've got the box already, so that's like what 5 packs a week. And then I'm gonna put the good cards I pull from those into the 3 different decks. So instead of just building the 1 deck per week, I'm trying to build the 3 decks per week. Just so that way I have 3 working decks so I can get people to play. Technically, Catherine. She'll play unwillingly, but she'll play. For Pokemon? Yeah, Catherine was really into it for a while, and she just stopped getting into it. Yeah, I remember they had like a weird update where like iPads weren't working and some phones didn't work anymore. Oh, nice. Basically, already got flash. You basically already got Flash game, but it's crashing your PC. There you go. So yeah, Catherine was really into it for a while, and then she was going to let Ethan learn to play the game through it because obviously she had the cards already. It's like, yeah, you can build a deck, play what you want to play. Then we taught him how to play in person because we brought him some starter decks and stuff. We went through it and basically went, like, this is how you play the game. I took out all the cards that were no longer legal. So he actually had a working, running, current day deck at the time, which was like end of Sun and Moon, I think. I think it was like Team Up era was when we made his decks for him. Because he wanted the Blastoise deck. So we had the Blastoise deck for him. I made the Blastoise deck that worked for him as well. And he lost. He won like 2 or 3 games, and then he lost 1 game. That was it. There's like, I ain't playing anymore. It was like, okay. Spent like 70 quid on a deck for you, and you don't want to play anymore. Okay. But he's like, I wanted to play Digimon. It's like, no. I'm not going to build a Digimon deck for you. And he'd be like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore. Minimum. It's like, what do you want to play? Oh, you want to play Red Omnimon? Yeah, that's like a £400 deck. Oh, you want to play Blue Omnimon? Yeah, that's like a £400 deck. No, you're okay. You want to play Green in set 1.5? Yeah, it's like a £20 deck. Sure, I can do that for you. I'll probably pull all the cards for it anyway. The one set that it works for, 1.0. Because Volcanodramon is set 2, which obviously shows you how prevalent Rocky Rush was in set 1. No. You know play Rocky Rush. That's not how we played Digimon. They found a loophole. I think that's what happened. I don't think they got salty with them, but I think they kind of went like, you found the loophole to make this game like more aggressive in your way, but it means that your opponent has like no way to counter it. It's why Yu-Gi-Oh is so weird. You like they're just going to a new meta now, but the meta for like the last like 2 years or so has basically been I don't want you to interact with my board, and you can't, and I will just destroy you. And that's what Yu-Gi-Oh's been for the last couple of years. And that's what Bandai were like. Yeah, we don't want to have a game state where like if you go first, the other person just can't play. Because oh look, I put like 3 rookies on the board this turn. Next turn, I can take all your I can take 3 of your security. On turn 3, I can kill you, and you haven't done anything yet because your deck's not built to beat this. Pokemon's got like the lowest ban rate of any like card game though. It's got like 12 cards that have been banned. It just took 3 off the ban list as well. It was long ago. Ooh. Trash. Well, you say this, but there's so many of them in that game that's just like, yeah, just recycle your energy or just pull a trainer card out or just like recur a Digimon, Pokemon. That was I can't remember what the nil one was, but they had one recently where it was Dust Noir and Trevenant, which was if you did that on the first turn, you could basically have your opponent start with 1 hand on their first turn, 1 card hand. People are like, what the hell, man? You can't have a deck. That means that I don't get to play against the opponent because they got lucky and like pull maybe like 2 or 3 of their cards that go like, on play effect. Put a random card you've got in your hand in the trash. Okay, I'm gonna play the next one. This one. Do the same again. Put the third one down. Okay, do the same again. Put the fourth one down. Oh look, you start with one card. Is it energy? Ah, gives you to play then.
I used to run.
Which Greninja? The break one, yeah. Excuse me. Mm. I'd say, what is it? The one I'd say is probably the closest to Rogirishi Pokemon was like, is it Night March or Lost March? Oh, look, I put all these weedy things into the graveyard that have, if anything has Night March in their attack, it does extra 20 damage. Oh, look, I just hit your GX with 250 HP for 270 on turn 2. Give me all of those lovely, lovely prize cards. Yeah. Besides Vespa Queen, was it? It was like Vespa Queen was like the big one, but then it was like Kobe had it, the little Mite had it, and was it Punkaboo had it as well? So there was like 4 different cards that had it. So it's like, yeah, you could max out damage. It was roughly, was it 4 cards per each? So yeah, like 200 damage, or like just 200 damage. And if obviously you hit weakness, you'd be 400 damage, which is still a lot of damage in today's meta. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have like one Vespa Queen left over. You'd have, I think it was the Mite, because I think he was the one that was free. And so you put him down, obviously, to play for your first turn. If you went second, even better, because obviously you can strike in then. All the rest of your cards, like you just said, had the one Vespa Queen in the on the field just in case you died. And then there you go. That was a very weird meta, because wasn't that also the Simitoad meta as well? Seismitoad. Yeah, that was a very weird meta for Pokemon. That's probably the only time I could say like degeneracy in Pokemon was massive. Which one? The EX one? Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got that with now with Ducey, haven't we? Doesn't take damage from GXs or V cards. Yeah, EX. Yeah, so EX has been around since like Ruby and Sapphire. They stopped for a little bit, and then it came back in like Black and White. Then it carried on into the end of Black and White, and then I think it was EX until halfway through Gen 6, or end of Gen 6, and then Gen 7 it was GX, and then it was now V cards. V for victory. Woohoo! Ancient Origins was the Ruby Sapphire set. Yeah, it was GX, then V for Sword and Shield. D. I was like, it's probably the worst time for me to go like, I'm going to be competitive this year. I'm going to be the best. And like COVID, no. Best deck. Best deck. Oh. The Rift.
The Rift. Played maybe this game, 1 or 6. Like, literally smashed it.
Was never invited back again, yeah?
Never went back, and then never updated my deck, and I think I've still got that deck sat there.
Every now and again, I'd make a random deck from sets and be like, what was it like the first 2 sets of Sun and Moon? I made a deck, and it was basically like a constant energy. It was life gain and energy recursion deck. So basically, you could never kill me, and then when I use my energies up, I just get them back in the next turn. And Catherine hated it because she couldn't beat it.
Deck that I played on even on the online game was Evitel and Darkrai.
Oh yeah. So what's that?
Deck. So
That was Sword. No, that's the Moon.
so
Was it? Was that X and Y?
no, that's the X and Y. So any like dark energy on your bench or in play did like an extra 20 damage.
Yeah, that was.
And then the other one was like dark energy on the opponent would do 38 damage or something.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a weird one because that was a. So I say it's probably more rogue at that time, wasn't it? Because not many. You either saw it occasionally pop up like in top 16, but you never saw it like top 8 for that one. It was a good deck. Yeah, yeah, it was one of those like you had to draw correctly, otherwise you just got bummed. Whereas like the Zacian deck that was like the best deck currently, it's so easy to just go like, oh, I didn't get the right cards. Oh, I got the right cards now. It's fine. Oh no! Look at those cards. You can't see the people, but it's all full art cards from some of the promos. Some of them are just full arts from the sets. That's a X and Y one.
A very playable Bridget. No, these are all. None of them are promo. They're all.
No? I thought.
Sorry, the Delinquent was a.
Yeah, I thought the Delinquent was the promo or alternate art.
No, it wasn't a promo. It was the alternate art.
Which is just a pro. Yeah, that's what I hated when they did. Like, look at all these alternate arts. Just, well, I know why they did it. It's because if you put them as promos, they technically get. You can use them again. I love the Sceptile.
I remember putting that and being like, it's worth so much.
Well, the shame that came from X and Y at one point was worth like £100.
So, like Sammy's trump card.
That's still banned because it had. Here's the thing though, they didn't know it had like this really weird like reoccurring effect until they went to like a mini. Was it a mini tournament or a showcase tournament for Nintendo?
And shuffles all cards in his or her discard pile back into their deck.
Yeah.
So you could get to 1 draw card left and pull your life Sammy's trump card, and you'd instantly have a full deck again.
Yeah. But you could recur it as well. So you had it look at this really weird deck where you'd basically bum half your cards into your graveyard. You'd use it to recur it back into your deck, shuffle it again, and because you've got a card that says like, pull a trainer card out of the discard pile. Yeah. Is that the secret rare one?
Secret rares, that one and that one.
Nice. I think I've got the Charizard Y as a secret rare. You guys can't see this, so I do apologize, but it's very nice. As Catherine just says in chat, damn that Ducey, I still hate that deck. Yeah, it was the Ducey Serena deck. Yeah. From the beginning of Sun and Moon. Basically, it went like, nope, you can't play because I killed you. And then if you tried to kill me back, at least you can one-shot me. I'll just recover all my HP again. How dare you?
My mate pushed me out the way, and his brother sat there. Happy because the brother from the box that.
She goes round, right?
The one that I was going to sit at pulled the hyper rare Digimon.
Oh. which at the time was a super expensive card. I think it was like £80 card when it came out. Because remember, because it was a playable card and it was like high rarity, so. There you go. Oh. I'll probably do go over there and find out which one's got the stuff in. Oh, so I'm just going to grab a binder from over there. Oh, very nice. So you don't have a pet, do you? So you can't even blame the pet for stealing it. Could be worse. You know, James. So you know James. Atkinson. He is lead section manager at work, or was, for you. On Blue Shift. He had ordered, when they were like newish, 4 of the Rainbow Rare Rishizards. And 3 of them got PSA 9s. But when he got the 4th one, when he looked at it, it looked perfect. He says, like, the edges are perfectly straight. There's no up or down, no side to side. There's no blemishes in the back or front. It's just going to get a 10. But when he got it in the post, his now wife picked it up and put it on the side of the table. Put it on their, like, kitchen side table. And as they did it, when she went to work, because she goes to work like 5 p.m. and he finishes like 7:30, in the time that they'd gone, the cat had knocked it on the floor and the dog had eaten his card. And at the time, it was like 150 to like £200 card. And he sold all of his 9s. That amazing rare there. Woo. Yeah, this is the. There you go. Rayquaza. We got the only one we're missing is Zacian and I think Celebi. What do you mean? Hold on one second. You guys can't see this, but I'll describe it to you. Oh, the gold and silvers, yeah. Yeah. I was looking at getting the 2 silvers just before the boom hit, and they were going for like £40 still. It was I thought it was 2. What's the Reshizard then? No, sorry, Reshiram. Because I saw both. So I must be looking at the Alga then. Yeah, so I was looking at getting one because it was still like they'd be £40 forever, as far as I'm aware. And this one looked to be in really good condition, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. And then just as I went to like say, yeah, I'll get it off you, he put his price up to like £200. I was like, what the hell, man? Only been abused 3 or 4 times. What's this one? Probably my favourite page that I'm never going to finish because they're so expensive now. If you can see. Because at one point, I was like to Catherine, I said, there's no point collecting like the last few that we need because they're only like £2 cards. We'll pick them up in a bundle or that. Or we'll probably open some more like Cosmic Eclipse in a box or something like that, because obviously you get so much in collector boxes. And now the character cards are go for like £40 each now. Between 20 and 40. Look. I think you should have on the last episode, or you were talking about my last episode. oh, sorry. Is it your PSA 10 Lily? What about a Beckett's Black Label? Excuse me. The problem is though, it's like if you grade it, you get like a lesser grade that you wanted. You try to crack them back. You try and break them out again. You gotta hope you don't damage any of the cards. That's why I don't collect PSAs. It's like I'd rather have a binder full of cards I can just look at and go like, yeah, it's all there, full collection. Then be like, oh yeah, I got this one over here that I graded. It's got a PSA 7. Because I know PSA like super busy right now. Well, Beckett's PSA, that collectible, was it CGC that's just turned up in the UK, and like everyone's like, yeah, we don't trust you. It's like how can we build trust with you? It's like, well, you're a random company that's just turned up on the market during the busiest time it's ever been in the last like 20 years. And you're telling us you can grade these cards at like the same quality. It's like the first things they put out there was like, these are graded 10s. It's like, why are you only showing us the 10s? Why aren't you showing us like the different scaling of how you've reviewed things? Because I've never seen anything from CGC that wasn't a 7 or above. Yeah. So a lot of people are like, we don't trust you because your grades are really high. Yeah, we got Zamazenta, we've got Rayquaza, we've got Raikou, and we've got whoever the other one is. There's 4. There's 6, sorry. We've got 4 of the 6. If you can see that there. Nice page of hyper rares. Full arts. The set that everyone hates apparently is Rebel Clash, but I think it's one of the nicest sets. Well, let's have a quick look at this. These rainbow page, people. Oh, it's shiny. Have you got a Vault X, or are you using a Ultimate Guard? Your binder. Oh, Ultra Pro. I don't do master sets, I just do regular base sets. Yeah, we just... Me and Catherine discussed it once upon a time, but we don't do it. Okay. Excuse me. That's a big boy folder, I think. Well, yeah, I think that folder's got the most value in it. That's probably like about £1,000+ worth of card in that binder. Well, I said that's pretty what it was worth before the boom. I have no idea what they're worth now. Oh no! It's running fine, so I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Yes, it's a... Phew. Yeah, I think my 2 most expensive cards that we own is like Chunky Chew, that we pulled off camera. Like we always pull our good cards off camera. Here's the rules. It's like every time you open a good card, it's off camera. So, yeah, me and Catherine have opened a gold station off camera after we just did a big opening. And then we pulled Chunky Chew off camera as well. I'm surprised you never have just recorded your pulls. Ooh. I know Cosmic Eclipse had like a really big like range of errors where you get like GXs in regular packs and you get like no hollows in white packs. Because we had one where we opened up a green card and it had a GX in there, and then we opened up the next one that had a white card in it. It didn't even have a hollow. They had 2 energies. So the green cards are weighted cards because it measures the difference between the weight of a white card and a valuable card and a non-valuable card, and then the heavier green pack. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, but in other sets. And then what was the other one? You had. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, it's basically the same as like Amazing Rares, but for like, was it Lost Thunder? They had that weird, like, instead of pulling like a reverse card, you could pull like. That's it, Prism cards. Because they were Prism. Let's say Prism. But yeah, they were worth a lot of money. They were like each. I think the cheapest one of those when they were like in play were like £3 or £4 each. Yeah, well, it's because of that rotation.
Anything that sits in the reverse hollow, they don't count as a rated card.
Yeah.
So you can pull a green card, like, oh, I'm not going, and then pull a shiny.
That's what me and Kath were doing. We were opening our stuff. It's like you get a green card, there's still a chance you get your Amazing Rare.
Yeah.
Or you get the God Pack where you get an Amazing Rare and like a good GX.
So I love the Japanese packs.
The actual God Packs.
Yeah, but there's like less God packs where you'd get like your Amazing Rare, you'd get a puller, and then you'd get a half bar.
Ah.
With a pack with 3 pulls in.
The Jesus Pack. Not a God Pack, a Jesus Pack. I know the Japanese one had like really good pull rates on their shiny cards. In their was it Shiny Star? Our Shining Fates equivalent.
Okay. I wouldn't know because Shiny Fates sold out in seconds.
Yeah. Well, Shiny Fates is our equivalent to whatever their I think it's like Shiny Stars or Shiny Victory or something like that. Could be. But their set's massive. I think ours is going to be much shorter, but their set was like 300 something cards in their set because it's meant to be their reprint set. So Japan kind of does it where they have like an actual reprint set, so some cards can actually just continue to see play because they're actually good. Obviously, because COVID, we kind of need to have a reason why to play these cards for another year. Yeah. We haven't seen them yet, so I'm hoping they might be in Shiny V, or they might be in the 25th anniversary set in October. Because yeah, no, they're still in play. They won't be in play as they won't be in play as of October, but they're in play as of now. Yeah, I think they've got 8, wasn't it? So yeah, I could see it being like, oh, we need to just fill out this set because in Japan we had 300 and something cards in this set, and in the other rest of the world you're going to only have like 170 cards maybe. So let's just try and make it 250 cards. And we just chuck all this junk in it on once, and then hopefully they'll buy it because it says Pokemon on it. And of course I'm going to buy it. Yeah, so that's 4 sets. Tag Team, Cosmic Eclipse is the last one. Unbroken Bonds, and there's a 4th one. Cosmic Eclipse? No, that's what I said. Cosmic Eclipse is the last one. Broken Bonds, Tag Team. I'm sure there's like another one in there. But yeah, so that's 3 sets.
It's a bit late for them to be including them now because, again, they'll be alternate arts. They're not going to be playable.
Well, saying that though, there are certain cards in those sets that actually are still seeing how to play now because it's just so good. Wouldn't surprise me if they turned around and said, you know what, because you missed a whole year of Pokemon play, basically, let's reprint them just so you can actually play them for another, like, 2 years. Because not so much the Charizard, but the Mewtwo and Mew still sees play. The Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia still see play. I think there's another one or two of them that are in that set that still see play. So, yeah. The one that we got in the EV box sets.
Yeah.
What?
The very expensive card.
I suppose because they didn't get as a promo, did they? They got as a pull. So yeah. Because when the gold Richard side came out, that was like a £600+ card.
What is it? So you know promos of Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur.
Yar.
That came out in Generation, some would say.
The Generation box or the tins? Excuse me. We had the Generation box. That was like it was the equivalent to a Generation box. So you had the mat, you had the promo cards in.
What was the set that had you had a red box, blue box, and you had Charizard, Blastoise? It was like one of the sets. I can't remember what it was called. But those cards in Japanese were a lot of money because they were super rare.
Oh, I always complain that we get like such weird shafting on like the good promos from anywhere else in the world. America gets their own sets of promos that are still included in your actual sets, which makes no sense to me. And obviously, Japan gets certain promos that would never see the light of day outside of Japan. I always feel like strange, like why does Europe never get the same privilege as like these other two like states? Because Europe has like just so much marketplace as America does for these cards.
I feel we get shafted in the fact that we get given decent card and promos.
How's that bad?
Because it's now a decent card, looks good in the collection, but it ain't worth the card's got to be printed.
Oh yeah, but I'd rather have more playabilities and like, for instance, when the EV tins came out, you got the Flareon, the Jolteon, the Vaporeon. I'm pretty sure the Jolteon was actually playable in yellow decks at the time. So that card was like £20 card, so it's more expensive than the tin. But the others weren't worth anything, so you could buy basically all three of them for 20 quid, and you'd be like, yeah, well, I've made money on this, so it's fine. No, I've not done it either, just because I feel like it's just going to be so much of a hassle trying to actually make sure it gets to the person and they don't lie about it not returning, or they open it up, destroy the card, and go like, oh, it turned up like it was on fire. Oh yeah, same for us. We've got like a couple of ETBs that got full art trades. We've got a couple of ETBs that have got like hollows, a couple of like what were meta staple cards. So yeah. The other time we tried to sell cards, or we tried to sell a bulk off to someone, and they just mysteriously got damaged. What was it? We sent off, I think it was like 6,000 or something like that, and that was going to be about 2 boost boxes at the time. Because it's 30-ish pounds for 1,000. So 3,000 was going to be one booster. 6,000 was going to be the set. Yeah. Because woohoo. Yeah, if you can find someone who's decent enough and isn't going to like screw you over the second you send them, then yeah, you'd be fine. But normally it's the case of like we can't send any trainer cards, no energies, so obviously they're just trash. Yeah, because I said before, it's like there's certain obviously trainer cards that are hollow cards and are actually very playable. They're meta cards, and they're like, no, they're trash. We don't have them. It's like, all right, then I go to eBay and they're like £5 a card. It's like, how can you value that nothing? Can we get everyone who's on eBay or TCG Player or Card Market value these at like £5 each? It's so strange that in bulk they don't have a value. So I presume it's like recycling value. It's either stores just ask for bulk quantities so they can put it on their marketplaces just so they have stuff in stock so their website doesn't get like decayed, or it's recycling. Yeah. I know what people did originally. They used to basically just say, send your bulk in. of your old stuff. And so obviously what they used to do is they go like, oh, look, you sent me bulk of like base set from like 15 years ago. You sent me bulk of like Neo. You sent me bulk of like Team Rocket. So obviously they'd sniff through them and go like, oh, that's like a £3 common. Oh, that's like a £5 like such and such. So them sending you like 20 quid back in the day for your bulk collection was actually essentially because you didn't want to do the work and go like, actually my collection's probably worth like a couple £100 plus. They made money off you. I don't know how it works so much these days, like you said, but back in the day, it was just an easy way for you to basically get someone's old cards and make money off of it. Not nowadays. You'll be surprised. Like when I first started getting back into it, so like 2016, 2017, you'd see people saying like bulk, like commons or bulk uncommons and rares. It's like, oh, here's like 200 like commons, rares, and bulk uncommons for like 20 quid. And you open them up, it's like, wow, like it's a hollow like Neo card, or it's a basically a full playset of, a full Neo uncommons. That's how me and Catherine got like so much like old cards over the last few years, where we just basically went like, here's 20 quid, let's go buy a bundle, and then basically all your commons and your uncommons have been sorted for 20 quid. Whereas nowadays you're looking £2 or £3 plus per like common card. Oh, he won't though. That's the issue. You can't meet demand because obviously everything's still like lockdown procedures all around the world. People are just handing over fist everything. Companies are just going, well, if you want to hand over fist everything, we'll make you pay hand over fist for it, which then makes the scalpers put their prices up. So it's just a vicious cycle. Well, that's it. It's like I said to Catherine, I was like, I don't know if I want to buy Battle Styles. The cards look really cool, but for the last like 6 months or so, I've not been interested in Pokemon just because it's such a trash like environment to be at the moment. That's why I'm really interested in Digimon. But again, Digimon's so short supply because Bandai just didn't have the foresight thinking like this game's gonna be big, or because of how like they've been knocked back constantly, they haven't been able to figure out like how they can do it. Because originally, set 1 was meant to come out in like September last year, and then we're going to get set 2 like December, and then we'll get set 3 in February, just to try and catch up ourselves. But that's why they've had to do 1.0 and 1.5, just basically like I said, with that stuck, we just need to put them together. It's because, well, the meme is the meme. So basically, the Yu-Gi-Oh community has a tendency to go, I don't like playing this meta because I can't play control or I can't play combo. So what they do is they go look for a different game. So if you've seen the memes, it's like Card Fight Vanguard, Force of Will, Weiss, and these are all technically what they class as dead card games now because the Yu-Gi-Oh community goes in, plays it for a little bit, and then basically all the player base comes out once the meta for Yu-Gi-Oh changes to something they're more suitable for. And they're just worried because a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are actually going into Digimon because it's just something different. They walk in, buy everything, and then they'll just walk back out again and go like, oh, well, I've got this full collection of things that I'll never sell. I have no interest actually in the game. And then it's just oh, well. I think it's just a meme. I don't think it's the actual true thing because a lot of the people who are playing Digimon are Yu-Gi-Oh players. So it's basically just like, it's the whole like Spider-Man pointing fingers at each other kind of thing. No, you! There's a special place in a lot of places for people like those. Mental Institutes is a good one. I do think those are going to keep their price for a long time because that Omnimon is just so powerful. But for me personally, it's like how I see like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. Grading those cards seems very pointless because it's a playing game. It's not really a collecting game like Pokemon is.
Yeah.
Whereas Digimon, I feel like it's going to be kind of like mixed bag. Like I think a lot of people are going to want to play, but I do think because how nice the alternate arts do look, they actually want to be collectors. I think Dragon Ball Z is very mixed as well. Excuse me. Yeah, so where's my binder? So I had a pack of the promos from the Zero release, and they're all the same size. So where's my cards? Is it this side? So yeah, just so people see. So this is just a regular binder, just a regular Pokemon size binder, MTG size binder. They fit in the sleeves relatively well. They're just basic Ultra Pro sleeves, so they probably don't fit as perfect as they should do. But they are the same size. Standard size card is what they call it. Yeah, for a Japanese game, it's very unusual to have the actual standard size cards. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I've got... Was it like £30 right now? There you go. So I've got the big boy binder. This should hold basically all of 1.0 and 1.5. So how much are they actually going for right now? Because last time I saw it, I think it was like 15 quid. If that's the case, like that's come down well in price. Because last time I looked properly, they were like £60 a place. It. Oh yeah. I didn't look straight away. I looked beginning of December, so sort of after the first wave came in. I still think it's going to be one of the most expensive cards for a long time in terms of like what it is. Yeah, well, because it's only in starter decks and in the Evolution Tamer box, if you want a playset of Gaia Force but you can't get your hands on the structure decks, you're going to be paying at the ass for them. Yeah. And this is the thing. It's why I didn't get upset. I'm going to say I got upset. So this is the reason why I was really annoyed when we did the pick cards to get box toppers in set 6. And I really wanted Gaia Force to be a box topper. I know we've already got the not coming in the Tamer box, but I really wanted a second, technically, alternate art in the box topper section. Just because, at least that way you can see, in, like, at the end of this year, you can get yourself probably a cheaper sets of Gaia Forces because you keep pushing more Gaia Forces into the mix. Because Red's really weird, because Red's got like a very like slim pickings for good option cards, because Red's aggro, but it's not like magic aggro where it's like, I have all these damaging spells that just destroy you and you can't play the game anymore. Red's just got quite a few of like on activation, delete something, or like it would destroy something's HP if it has less than like 4,000 DP or 6,000. But Red option cards are basically Gaia Force. Then it's going to be Reign of Dragons. If you have a Greymon or Dra in your name, gain, I think, 1 or 2,000 DP. And that's a continuous spell, I believe. And then there is the Delicate Plan, which is very hit and miss because not everyone plays it. And then there is the tie promo card that's coming out, which is like draw 4 cards for free. And that's basically playing red currently. Whereas like all the other colours have like, depending on how your deck runs, depends on what option card you're in there, where red's just like monster, Gaia Force, monster. Random tie card. Yeah. Well, everyone wants to run blue. Blue Omnimon's currently the best because I think it runs a bit easier because it's memory cheating. So blue basically is the I gain memory color. Red is aggro, which is what red always is in whatever game you play. Yellow is combat control / life support control. Green is I go fast, I go big. Purple is the graveyard color, and then black is weird. Black's created like this blocking deck. Like it's got so many blocking cards compared to all the other colors, but black currently doesn't really do anything. I think black might be eventually the everything else control deck. Obviously, with Armageddon coming out, you can't do this. That's it. You can't reach me. Or the I do quite like the Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok meme though. But he can. Every time I see that meme, I always just hear the freaking Immigrant song. Best Led Zeppelin song. Fight me over it. Because you agree or you don't agree? Okay, fair enough. Stairway to Heaven? It's my favourite one. They've got a lot of songs. It's just like, yeah, you either know them or you don't.
I'm not very good with names, so you could be like, Led Zeppelin did this.
Sure. It's how I feel like when people talk to me about like the Beatles or Rolling Stones. Like, I know like a handful of their songs, but yeah, you say they sang a song about Purple Dick, sure. Yeah, probably did. Yeah. Oh, you know that Nirvana song. What Nirvana song? That one. It's not a Nirvana song. Think about it. I always loved it when you had that one person who was just trying to follow the trend back in school because it's always the teenage years that everyone loves Nirvana. It's like, oh man, I can't wait for them to release their next album. It's like the main singer's been dead for like 12 years at this point. What do you mean release the next album? Oh, well, that's good, man. Okay, is it grunge isn't your bag or just Nirvana? Because I like Soundgarden. I think they're great. Fair enough. It's pre-emo sweaty music, yeah. Metal. They're not grunge. They've never been grunge. They're like new metal, but like not new metal. It's like tech. It's like tech metal because they do a lot of synthesizing. Or post hardcore. Yeah, not in the 90s though. Is it post hardcore? Oh, because the Digimon episodes now becoming what music do we like episode. Let's have a quick look at the old Wikipedia. Let's type it in. Go Tool. You're like, do you mean a hand tool or do you mean the band Tool? Tool the band. They are alternate metal, art rock, post metal, progressive metal, and progressive rock. Yeah, I do agree with that. Prog rock, yeah. Why? Tool's a great band. Wow, they've been going for a long time. That's a good first song. That's never stopped. They've been going for 30 years. Metallica's been going for 36 years. I think 37. So what did you pay for those boxes, by the way? Just like you just paid standard price, right? You paid $9.99 or $9.90. Okay, so you paid 9p over RRP, so you're getting ripped off already. Hey, these had some bubbles in it. I've been sent cards that just came in an envelope. It's like, how the hell do you send this £50 card to me for nothing? Yeah, they're not very good boxes. I think unless you picked them up in store and you got to pick which boxes you wanted in the store, you think you're going to find it hard to get collectible, nice edged, not bent and kicked around boxes. Just sun protection. Yeah. Okay. It's really awkward because I always expect that you should get at least some variety of like protection. So for booster boxes, maybe get like a small box, a little bit of paper in, or I said like a little bit of bubble mail or peanuts. Cards, I'd always expect maybe not a top loader, but at least something to like put around the card so it's less likely to get bent or damaged in transit. But yeah, I do find it awkward sometimes where it's this randomness where it's just like, you know what? Maybe not professional integrity, but something has to be done where you're going to protect your product. Not many, like 2 or 3. For the amount of that for the amount that I buy off eBay, like it's 1% and under. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something I hate now. Like if someone puts mint, it's like it's never mint. Yeah, it's like tapping them down. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my favorite is where they do that. They put like they do the address after they already put the card in, so you can see like where they've put your address into the actual card. Yeah. In all fairness, like as the channel knows anyway, obviously I'm looking at maybe doing an online business / an actual shop. The first thing I'd do if I was going to do it professionally or at least semi-professionally is I'd go buy a level maker. For the price it cost me to do that, it's probably not that much more expensive than just buying pens. I think. There you go. So it's obviously a good business in terms of like he's doing the bare minimum of like this is professionally done. You got a label because it's probably easy for me just to click the button on my actual page, just send to my printer and just print it out, stick it on. But yeah, I think the bubble loader is a bit of a weird one. I think it should have been a small box at least. Although it's probably yeah, if you pay like £6 for the shipping, yeah, you'd expect. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah. So yeah, for that price, you'd think you're going to get like a little box or something. If you're having to pay for shipping, I want the shipping. So like Catherine brought some shoe stuff for the kids because obviously we've been locked down for so long and nowhere's open. They need to get their feet measured. She paid £15 of it, including with the postage as well. And they came in the same box. It's like I'm not paying the extra postage for this one thing if you're going to put it in a separate box. £3.20 is, depending on the weight, a first class envelope. I mean, all I know, I don't know how he's got the stuff early, but you've got it a week earlier than everyone else, from what I'm aware of. So, congratulations, sir. Yeah, just so it didn't come kicked around. Poor Mr. Eddie Griffin. Mm. I don't know if I told you. I presume I told you this before. So, at one point last year, Catherine got really into Razzes, which is, if people don't know, Pokemon gambling or gambling in some degree. So obviously, you put like £10 into a pot, and then they'll draw you if they draw names out, and obviously whoever's name gets drawn, they win the prize. So she put like £40 into this draw and got like a runner-up prize, which was next draw that we do, we put your name in for free. So yeah, cool, fair enough. And she won a booster box. No, sorry, not booster box. She won a case. No, she won a box of the Champions Path pink collections, and she'd won a ETB. So for £40 at the time, she basically won like £70 worth of product, £170 worth of product. And because she hadn't opened any Champions Pass, she was like, I'm going to open these because, in all fairness, the box looked like it'd been chucked down a flight of stairs. It was crumpled to fuck. All the boxes inside like had their corners all smashed in. There's no way you're going to sell these for like retail price or even like more because people were just like, these boxes destroyed. And then the ETB was also a bit like kicked in as well. So she was like, I might as well just take me risks and open them. Yeah, awful. We got like £2 worth of value out of those boxes. Yeah, we pulled like one thing that we needed and everything else was just trash. There was literally one GX in all those packs. Sorry, V card. It was like the really cheap V card as well. The Catherine was just like, what's the point, god damn it? Yeah. What do we do? She opened, I think she opened like 20 packs or like 18 packs and she pulled literally one V card out of 20 packs, which is like really, you meant to be pulling one every like 4 to 5. For the evolution card packs, right? Oh, wow. Before evolutions. That was like Primal Clash / Ancient Origins. Yeah, that was sense. Oh, very nice. Very, yeah. The look of that though is so strange. There's a guy I occasionally watch who just uploads like random opening videos once every like blue moon. And the only reason he does it only every so often is because every time he gets like a tin or a collection box, he literally never pulls anything. There's like 7 or 8 videos in a row where he's opened collection boxes or tins, and he must be like 50 packs in, and he hasn't like got a hollow. Mm-hmm. That's still pretty good. Uh-huh. Oh. Which at the time they would have easily paid for your tins. Kyogre, even like before the boom, was still like a £12 to £15 card. So that's basically your tin there. Espeon. Okay, that does feel like evolutions though. Gyarados was in Ancient Origins, I think. Steam Siege, Breakthrough, Breakpoint. It's either Breakthrough or Breakpoint then. Ooh, Skylar. I think that was before that. I thought Skylar was like Ancient Origins or the one with the. What's the one after Phantom Forces? Yeah, what's that? Phantom Forces. I feel that's the one that's got Skylar in. Well, there you go. Then. It's around the year where Shaman popped up. It was like, this is a super expensive Shaman. Everyone must have at least a playset in the deck. Yeah. Yeah. A four of staple in every single deck that wants to be competitive had to have those Shamans in. So it was hard to get a good price on those Shamans for a long time. Mm. Ooh, very nice. I got back into it when X and Y came out. I opened something that had, yeah, because it's set 4, I think. Is what is it? It's base set, Flash Fire, Furious Fists, Phantom Rage, or it's called Phantom Shadows, or whatever that set is. I think it's Ancient Origins. So yeah, there's set 5. So it's the first set of that the second year. Yeah. What did we do? Well, I was started on base set. Then I got some stuff for Flash Fire. Then I got some stuff. I got a ETB for Furious Fists. Then I bought just a few packs of Phantom Force. Then I don't think I did anything for a little bit. And then I came back in around about Steam Siege. And then that year was when I moved to Bourne. So I just picked up a few packs here and there. I went crazy on Generation, so I brought one of each generation thing. Then that's it. We just bought one of everything, all the promos. So I got promos, so I bought one for each of the promos. Then whatever packs we opened. Evolutions came out about the same time. Was it the set before or set after? I can't remember. Well, Generations is the last promo set of that year. That is break something. Yeah, it was the full art one. The full art one, yeah. The full art one with like the cool artwork. Yeah, it was Mega Alakazam. I just remember I don't know. Very confused. Steam Siege hasn't got it in. I feel like Steam Siege is. Hold on, let's have a quick look at the old internet. Face Cloud. Yes, let's have a look. X and Y. Yeah. That's so weird. Roaring Skies is the one that's got the cool cards in. Yeah, because Primal Crash into Double Crisis, which is like a weird semi set. And then you got Roaring Skies. Probably Roaring Skies had Skylar in and the Shaman. And then Ancient Origins had the Rayquaza in, so it's probably that one. Damn, dying over here. Since when, though? Like original base sets? Jim, yeah. I remember picking up. I don't ever remember base set 2. I always say it's the Catherine. I don't remember it being a thing. I don't. I went like base set Jungle, Fossil. Don't remember base set 2. I remember Team Rocket, the gyms. I remember the Neo sets. And then I remember Aquapolis. And then I think I got a pack of Ruby and Sapphire when the game came out, and that was literally it. And then I started collecting again at the very end of Black and White into X and Y, because I remember having some Plasma Crash or Plasma Blast stuff as one of the tins I brought. So there was a good 10 years where I didn't collect any cards. Huh, Pokemon. If you say so. Girls are expensive. He says. As his wife's currently watching his stream. Catherine's pretty good, to be honest. Catherine's never been a pain in the ass when it comes to wanting anything besides just, my love. Yes, Catherine's just messaged me and said, can I come downstairs and give Vincent some love because he wants to go upstairs and talk to everyone, such thing. So it's just the three of us technically in this room. So we're just having a very weird phone call technically. Shall we call it an end then? Right. Thank you for being here, Nick. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. I have my own cards to play, and we can try and get this to work. Probably have to be on Twitch or something like this because it didn't work well. Or I'm gonna figure out how to do it on my phone or something. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being the only person in our group that actually has cards to talk about / play with. No. Every single episode is just a tangent. It's fine with me, but I'm sure people get upset with it. No. Well, it's like I'm just a TCG channel. I'm happy to say that because I will talk about Pokemon, I will talk about MTG, I will talk about Digimon. So yeah, but guys, thank you for being here. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out, love, and I think next time I'm going to stream will probably be when I do my box opening. So see you hopefully in the next week. So yeah, peace out. Bye.